March Madness is here. The men's tournament bracket has been announced, and let's talk about some of these number one seeds. And not the overall number one seed, as a lot of people projected to be so, because they did lose that Big 12 championship game. Kansas is still a number one seed, but I mean, right off the bat, Steve, let's talk about the reasons why. They were exposed by Texas twice in the regular season finale and now in the Big 12 championship. They lost by 20 points in that Big 12 championship. Texas is the first team since 1999 to beat Kansas by more than 15 points in two times in the season. I mean, something I got to ask you, has Kansas been exposed, and are you worried about this West region with Kansas sitting as a number one seed?
No, I'm not. I think Kansas, for me, it was a no-brainer, number one seed. Yes, okay. They had troubles with Texas. They're not playing Texas, in the first round or anything like here in the NCAA tournament. So I'm not worried about it. Jalen Wilson, terrific player. McCullough Jr. has gotten hot at the right time. He had a really good Big 12 tournament. He had a really good last couple of games of the Big 12 conference schedule. But for me, it's Grady Dick. He's a freshman, but he keeps his composure. He seems to be calm, so I think that's a big plus to have that kind of a sharpshooter. I mean, again, I'm always, guard play, blah, 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 blah. You need to shoot from the perimeter. But I think he adds a dimension to a Kansas team that I think over the course of the season, they played a very, very tough, non-conference schedule. I think that they are battle tested. So yes, they stumbled, in the Big 12 tournament. Okay. But I don't think they're going to stumble in the West Regional. I mean, I think they earned that number one seed. I would say 3 of the 4 teams earned their number one seed. I'm still seething about Houston getting the number one seed, but I'm sure we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, that's just.
Well,
we would need a whole show just to talk about that, honestly. But no, I'm not worried about Kansas at all. I think that, especially if Dick gets hot and he has a couple big games early on, I think Kansas rolls right through this region.
Well, also another good sign for Kansas, they will have Bill Self back. It's been reported that he will be back in coaching. He is projected to coach for the first round game. They are going to take on Howard, the 16 seed Howard, and in the first round of 64 here. If they go through and win that game, they're going to take on the winner of Arkansas and Illinois in the round of 32. I have them going all the way until the Elite Eight. And I know that's something to say against the defending national championships. Why don't we have them as a Final Four team? I think the Elite Eight is where they stop. That's where I have them, but I think you have them a little farther. This is why I think that they could, they could fall into a trap early. Could this be one of those trap teams? We have seen moments. Very few, but we have seen moments. This is a team that has more quad one wins than any other team in college basketball this year. But we've seen moments when Jalen Wilson doesn't get going, the team doesn't carry on. We've also seen that those times when Jalen Wilson doesn't get going, the team really picks it up. Could they falter at one point in the tournament? It's completely possible. I personally have them losing to Gonzaga in the Elite Eight.
But I'm a Gonzaga guy. Even though I never actually got to go there, I was accepted there. I had a scholarship there. I just because of family reasons didn't get to go there. So Gonzaga, is always close to my heart. But I just think Kansas, they will overcome a lot of things this season. A lot of whispers off the court, as well. But I think that's where for me, with McCullough getting his game together and playing so well of late. And with Grady Dick, I think Kansas certainly has the depth in their roster that even if somebody gets in foul trouble or whatever, they've got people that can come off the bench, fill a role. If Arkansas would somehow win, I think Arkansas would match up really well with Kansas. So that would be a scenario where I see where Kansas could falter. Now, I didn't pick Arkansas to go there, but Arkansas is an interesting team. I think they really could have Bill Self headed back for yet another stent placement, because I mean, it's something that Arkansas, when everything is clicking with them, they can put a real challenge, I think, to Kansas.
Yeah, I agree. I think that could be one of the possibilities of a trap game if we see it. That would happen in the round of 32. You have them in the Final Four. I have them in the Elite Eight. Regardless, we both have Kansas making a deep run. Will they have back-to-back national championships? I mean, only time will tell. However, this is going to be a fantastic March Madness. So happy it's back. How far do you think Kansas is going to go in this tournament? Do you see a trap game for them anywhere on the bracket in the West region? If so, let us know in the comment description below. Hit like and subscribe while you're there. March Madness is back. We will have you covered with all these videos daily until we have a crowned national champion on both the men's and women's side. But until then, thank you for watching the SlasherU.